Well, YouTube, Tevasite here, catching up on the unsolved mystery vanishing of Maura Murray, who vanished in 2004 out there in the great heavily wooded area of Easton or 112 route out there in the old state of New Hampshire. Very creepy case. There's so much in this case that will make your head spin. And I wouldn't be surprised if you got dizzy and sick. But this is another disappointing article. Just like any other friggin' article that comes up. But the other day I literally seen a billboard in Worcester stating and showing a new updated version of a billboard and showing the case of Maura Murray. But why they posted this is beyond me. Because it says major update in case of missing student 21 who left a creepy car clue after vanishing under mistake. I read this whole article. There's nothing there unless it's in the video. But I don't know why they wouldn't also write it out. But I don't know. All this does is go on to say of what has happened, everything that led up, who was there, and of course the bus driver, I forget his name, but he was a...
install one of our designer metal roofs on your home? We're looking to install our newest designer metal roofing styles on homes of all shapes and sizes. Click below this video to check if we're looking for homes in your zip code. It's totally free to check.
Let's see if it says anything.
We've had no clues. We've had no answers. So any little clue would help us.
On Wednesday, authorities were back out combing an area off Route 112 where they had searched before, an encouraging sign for her family.
Attention homeowners. Can we install one of our designer metal roofs on your home? We're looking to install our newest designer metal roofing styles on homes of all
Install a zipper for your mouth.
Avocado.
Oh, for crying out loud. Sorry for this. Technical difficulties. Jesus.
Attention homeowners.
Alright, I had enough of this. It ain't gonna obviously play.
We install one of our
the video
designer metal roofs on
Alright, we had enough of that.
your home.
Shut
We're
up.
looking to install our newest designer.
Shut your pie hole. Alright. Let's get a little laughing before we get into some details here, because everybody needs a damn laugh. Oh man, technical difficulties, folks. But in all seriousness, we got a woman here that's been missing. She had some issues with her boyfriend at the time. She had some, I think she took someone she knew's credit card, but used it without their permission or whatever. Got caught up in that and had a little drinking problem, but, everybody's got a little problem here and there. As you can see, as the article states and that video comes up, it's very disappointing. I mean, it is good to see him back on the case, but all in all, there's only one clue and one thing that I think that will only crack this case, and it wasn't thoroughly searched for in the beginning, and that was that red pickup truck. I even had a person, Thunderbolt YouTube channel, that used to comment regularly every time I bring up something on this. Like I said, I've got over 100 videos, I think. Or at least, up to 100 videos on this because of the simple fact of all the bizarre twists that happen in this friggin' case. And, they do have a man in here that really caught my attention. And that would have been the 112 dirtbag that decided in, I think it was 2009, to come up and make a sick, twisted video on an anniversary on this date. I don't even know why they call it an anniversary. But on the day that she went missing, and, but it was, of course, 2009. And, literally made a mocking of it, laughing, sick, demented. And he also had a ticket on a video showing that he was up in that area at the time. And he deleted a picture, mind you, of a red pickup truck of the same demeanor that was in the case that a witness saw, the night that she went vanished. And he literally erased that picture and changed it. I still have it to this day. But I do need to get back to this person that emailed me. The only reason why I have not got back to that person is because in a way I thought that was kind of a creepy thing, that I thought maybe something bad was going to happen, but nothing has happened yet. Wouldn't be surprised if I came up, disappeared, but supposedly I said something in this case that police never revealed to the public. And I said it in one of my videos, so that's what caught this person attention. Of course, the person did not write it down. That's why it made me kind of skeptical on that interview I did with him, but I couldn't even remember. And I got a lot of stuff on this case that I have on video, man, that I, took upon myself to think of things out of the box. That's the thing you got to do with cases. You just can't stick with this one. Just like this article, it says, oh, great, major update. And whatever clue she left in the car, that is something new, but it don't even reveal it. As you can see, I'm playing with this friggin' video to see what they say. But all it says, as you can see, law enforcement all went back out there to cover or retrace their steps. Just ridiculous. I did read this whole article. If anybody wants to read it, here it is. And, just when it ain't even going up to say when it came out. But if you can check out this or put this in, the feed box, the Google search and show whatever you have for search bar. Press this in, I'm sure it'll come up, but you'll be disappointed just as well as that video. Major update in the case. I mean, the only thing it says is it left a creepy, car clue. And damn well they ain't gonna reveal that anyways. So, I'm sure they're gonna think the killer will do something or alter the case, or, something they always like to do. Just like when they put a stupid, chokehold on the court case so no one gets any information or anybody can talk about it. Type thing, just like the Delphi murders, huh? Anyways, as I was saying, there's only one thing that could solve this case, and that was that red pickup truck, and I don't know why they didn't do a manhunt for that truck up and down the East Coast. I don't care if it's from Maine to Connecticut to Rhode Island. It should have been searched, even though it was in the Massachusetts area. This was a very crucial piece of evidence, this truck. And because they didn't properly look for it, therefore even, they did, but I believe not good enough. That's why I think this right person got away. And I think there could be an opportunity that it could still be found. But there's also a chance that it could have made it to some place I don't want to say right now. I've said it before, but just because of the fact I got it in my head and I, don't want to screw up anything to, alter the case. But there is a place or places that could be searched. Right, this is something I wouldn't want to say because it probably would leave that person to think, oh, I shouldn't have done that. But lo and behold, whatever the case may be, this is still a very, very, oh my God, I've said it before and I'll say it again, this will leave you to madness. I still need to get back to that person to see what, if anything, came out of the interview. Or if I can just give something that I missed at that time. To say, hey, I didn't mention this, but of course this person was trying to make me think of what I maybe put in my video that I could remember. I don't know why the person didn't write it down. But I mean, supposedly this person has been on this case since, probably a year after it happened. Maybe even sooner, but on this case ever since it happened. But for someone not to write down what I said, the police said that, happened, but never released it to the public. Why wouldn't they write that down and ask me how would I come up with this? I mean, this right would be something like to say, oh, only the killer would know. But, hey, I was already accused of being a killer out there at Delphi. Why don't they just make me the killer here? It's insane. It's crazy. It's nuts. But that's the thing with me. I think of every possibility. I think of other things other than what's written down on the frickin' article, the newspaper, everything's got to be looked at a point of view. And, it just can't be one damn thing. I mean, there is one thing I would say, that this killer dirtbag, 112 dirtbag, leaving, evidence would be the, and that old man that everybody called a mental case. Some people, saying he did it because he did have some, crazy stuff being around in that area at that time. But I mentioned something about telephone numbers. And what if that was on his cryptic messages of numbers that he placed on a mapping near the mountain resort that supposedly Maura was trying to get to. So, I mean, there's so much stuff in this case. If anybody wants to check out my videos on this, I mean, you'll be there all for a whole month. So, I mean, they had that thing with the Star Wars convention. Supposedly Maura was there, but it wasn't her. She was seen someone had seen her, took a picture of her. She was in some cult, but it wasn't her. I did a facing of that comparison, and that was not her. And I mean, the woman had more of a fatter face, let alone more of a jawline that went down. And, I got it all in my videos of what people have said. And that's the thing with this case. There's so much stuff spawn off of this thing. That's why I say it will make anybody be in a maze and not get out. It's going to drive everybody to madness with this case. But if they got a clue that they found in the car, but let alone what is the clue in the car got to do with going back to the site, is beyond me. Even that bus driver was supposed to be a suspect. Bringing her down the street, end of the street, or, near a barn that was near the bus driver's house. He brought her in there, and the police officer was involved in so much stuff. in this case, it's just insane. Reminds you of that Crazy Eddie commercial back in the years. The prices are insane. But yeah, all in all, I mean, you guts to be careful. And this woman, I mean, yeah, she was very vulnerable at the time. She was, just unfortunately, going through some rough times. And even that, the camera at the bank caught her taking money out, ATM. There's so much controversy in this case. It's just insane. But anyways, I mean, all in all, I mean, you gotta check out my videos if you haven't. Once again, I was shocked to see, I was shocked to see her face back up on the billboards. In 2019, they did do a search in the house that everybody claimed for a long time that this person must have had her in the basement because he did a re-cementing of the basement floor, but they dug that up. Nothing. Unless he felt the heat on him and he redug that floor up, then redid it again 2 times. And then this time in 2019 getting torn up, that'd be 3rd time getting it. But who knows? Who knows? She wasn't down there. So with that being said, there's still a lot of controversy, still a lot of stuff. And the only thing in my conclusion to come up to the end of the story is that red pickup truck. That's it. You can't go no further than that. So whatever this clue is in the car or whatever this, update is, to me it's just another disappointment. Until you find that red pickup truck, you'll find the murderer. It had some distinctive stuff. It was a sidestep. But here we are, 2004. A lot of years gone by. Who knows what has happened throughout these many, many years, but if she is buried somewhere, yeah, them numbers in that map, it might have some crucial clues. But I don't think no one has properly searched it. But all in all, this poor girl, and I can feel the father's pain, man. Just bad to have a kid missing this long and not know where she is. Like I said, there's so much stuff into this case that happened, and looking into stuff, and oh my God, man, I got dizzy, literally dizzy, just day in and day out, just trying to, find a clue here or there. And there's a lot of leads to go out and sprawl out on this case, but it just don't go nowhere. Freaking insane. But till that next video, folks, be safe, take care, and if you haven't checked these videos out yet, I recommend it. But till this girl's found, boy, and it's gonna be a doozy, because not only do you have the 112 dirtbag, you have this family that also is out in New Hampshire that own their own business, but yet didn't have that red pickup truck. But they were a big, huge thing that could have led to this girl's demise. And they were known to doing, some rotten things. And of course, people that own businesses sometimes lets that shit go to their head. You get to see what they want to do or do what they want to do, with things like this. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't be surprised if they did do it, but it's still out there, man. It ain't been solved yet, and them people have not been charged. But it's all in my videos if you want to check it out. Till that next video, be safe, take care. Once again, out.